This is you in Victoria, BC, Canada. I don't know what this video is. Tutorial 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all on our website. This is meportal.com. I've also put some digigram messages to all kinds of people out there. This is a different video. Just wanted to show you how beautiful it is here. We're just out on some rocks at a point in Victoria, BC. I've been shooting videos all day, some messages to people, just kind of catching the odd video footage, hoping for something exciting to happen. This location is got a great view. It turned out to be a beautiful day. I don't know if I got the resolution right on my 360 camera device, but if you watch the tutorials, you'll learn how many different ways there are to make one. And I don't know what you're using, a Samsung Gear or a Google Cardboard, but you're standing right there. So you're sharing this with me. That's a whale watching tour. They just came back. I think they were out chasing orcas or something. I haven't gone whale watching on one of those here off of the coast. Maybe I will, and I'll record it. And you can come and check it out too. You know, I've been recording every day that I can, every day that has light, for the last 2 weeks. I've sent messages to everybody I know, trying to get them to want to join me and record their own content, their own personal messages, create their own channels. You'd be surprised how hard it is to get people excited about changes in how we do things, how our society operates. Being told that there's an entirely new medium, a new way to be entertained, be educated, how to communicate. It's not an easy thing for most people to accept. Even seeing it, it takes a little bit of time before you recognize the implications, because just like how computers arrived and cell phones arrived and disrupted how we do everything. I mean, it's hard to imagine a person not having a cell phone or not understanding what the implications of computers are. This is the same thing. This is also an incredibly disruptive change to our society. And 5 or 10 years from now, people will look back and go, I could see the steps that led to that moment. But right now, at the forefront, seeing what's coming and not actually being able to get other people to see it themselves and want to help create this world. Wow, I don't know how to describe it. A little bit lonely. Only having a handful of people in my life that don't think I'm crazy and that realize that this is just innovation. This is how our society changes in small steps and big spurts. And consumer adoption takes time. It's not something that happens all at once. It's the mavens and the spreaders of the technology, those that are passionate about it, that help bring us to the tipping point before consumer adoption goes mainstream. I think that with the camera equipment being so simple that you can use a handheld camera and a small little marble or mirror to capture 360, and the Google Cardboard with a couple of lenses and cardboard to make virtual reality viewers, we're already at the point where we should have crossed that consumer adoption tipping point. But the problem is that most people think virtual reality is entirely based on the digital world, on video games. We just have to figure out a way to let everybody else know that real life can be captured for VR. And the moment that people realize that, it's a whole new world. When I show people, they say, this is crazy. I don't think it's crazy. I just think it's change. And change is scary for some, because we don't know who this is going to affect yet. And everyone is concerned that it might mean something to them that they're not prepared for. For my generation, I think we're just excited that it's finally here. We've been waiting for this type of technology for our whole lives. For the younger generation, it's not really a big shock because they've seen the little progressive steps that lead to this. So to them, it's inevitable. To them, this is where they feel we were anyways. To the older generation, well, this is a tough one to accept. I know some slightly older people that aren't even comfortable using their phone yet. So this is going to be quite the change. But they do have a cell phone, and they have adopted communications technology and computers into their lives. So at some point, they will engage in virtual reality. They're going to experience these types of locations, and they'll join the rest of us. I think the different age groups will adopt it at different rates, as well as those that are more technologically inclined, those that are more willing to tolerate the challenges of trying to make different systems compatible with each other. There's such a competition war for people trying to create and manage the content online that it's still hard to figure out who's going to win. And so navigating through all of these different web browsers and apps is a very complicated procedure, but finding the simplest solutions to access what the average person wants, such as simple communication, education, and entertainment. That's what I think we're going to try to do with our portal. thisismeportal.com. Also, thisisme360.com, virtuallyanything.ca, thisismeinvr.com. Really, we just want to be easy to find, easy to access. We want to give you the best explanation on how all this stuff works. And we want to offer a portal to all things virtual so that you don't have to go through all the troubles that we did trying to get all this together. Because this should be accessible to everyone, and it should be free.